well. It's Kim and Keyondra of Jolie Noire. So we did say that we were going live. We are 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Of course, it wouldn't be me and Kim if we were on time. Just kidding. No, we got to work on that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're gonna wait for you guys to come on in, and just of course, do the regular stuff that we always do. Share where you guys are watching from, and all of those things. If you see me talking and my two fingers look a little bare, I have my nail appointment tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, a little nail. Hi Cynthia. My nail just they just want to pop off and not want to be a part of my hands anymore, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so me and Kim have our little tea.
Yeah, spearmint tea. It's really good for digestion.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And for upset stomachs and some other stuff, I think. So.
Yeah, get y'all some spearmint tea. It really helps to settle your tummies.
Yeah, we got these for Christmas for each other.
Yeah, the mugs.
Ooh, probably over 5 years ago. Hi, Minnie.
Hi, Minnie.
Come on in. We have we have an exciting announcement, or
it's an exciting announcement. Yeah,
and then we have a nice topic, as you guys can.
And we have a giveaway.
Oh yeah, and shucks, I forgot the giveaway stuff.
Oh darn it.
Let me get it.
You want to just sit down on the table? Okay,
yeah, hold that for me, please.
Okay.
I'll be back. Where did you get the tea?
Where'd you get? Oh, Target.
Was it
right?
Was it
Target? Yeah, you can get it from Target, but we got this some months back from Target.
Yeah,
but
it's
also
a brand that is.
Is it Bigelow?
No, it's that other brand, really popular brand.
Hi.
Hi,
darling lady.
I'll be back.
Okay, so Kim is going to go and get the giveaway gifts. And but where'd you say we got it from, Kim?
The tea?
Yeah.
I think we got that from Target.
Okay, yeah. So I think we did get this one from Target. Hi, how are you? Zimmy. But yeah, and then but I'm sure you can get it from anywhere. Or get any type of spearmint tea from anywhere. But yeah, Kim said that she's gonna look it up. So guys, do not forget to come in and like the live.
Yeah, please.
So again, we do have our giveaway, and so first, before we go into all the other things, we're gonna show you guys what we're giving away.
Yeah, so I got in my PR from L'Oreal extra stuff. They sent me an extra package, and so I decided to share with you guys because we talked about these on
one of the
vlogs, probably even a live. And someone was wondering how the plumping lip glosses feels, and so I thought it would be a good idea to do giveaways. So what I'm gonna do is, because then I also have the illuminating sticks, the highlighter sticks, and so I'm just pairing the ones that complement each other, and then that's what you'll get. So 3 people will be able to win, and yeah, so this is how the pairings will be. So yeah, so it's fun. And you know what? I have a card here.
And I guess we can start with the first giveaway question.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see, what's the question? Because I didn't have any.
Again, if you guys don't mind, please like the live when you come in. And and then we'll first do the giveaway question and then get into the all the other things like the topic and stuff like that.
Minnie said, did you guys see my message about the sand and fog laundry detergent?
No. Girl, where'd you leave that at?
Did you send it through Instagram? But no, I didn't know that they had laundry detergent.
Is it really good? But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead with the first question. What you doing with that?
Oh, no, I'm looking up this spearmint tea.
So I guess the first question that we can ask, how much do we weigh? Well, I thought that society said that we never ask women those types of questions.
You don't ask.
Well, I'm going to say, whatever society do or not, you don't come on our vlog asking, or vlog. What am I doing? See, that's what I get for being flippant.
Come in my space. So, Cynthia, this is
That's the tea.
The tea. So, anybody who wants the tea, this is the tea that we're drinking tonight. So, you can screenshot this, or you can come back to the live.
Yeah.
Then how... You just really want to get all personal, huh? Then how old are you?
Just go somewhere.
We don't
how
mind
old
that
are
question.
you?
I'm 38.
And I'm 40. Either way, go somewhere. Y'all skin is glowing, gorgeous. Thank you. You're welcome, right? Cynthia. Yeah. She said she sent it on IG. Saw somebody post on Facebook. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm sorry we didn't get that.
Y'all, so again, I have 2 nails missing. Tomorrow I have my nail appointment. So if you see me talking and I look crazy, yes, I do. But yeah.
Yeah, it's time for me to get a fill-in, so I'll be going too. So yeah, I'm thinking about, look, we're not talking about nails.
We're going all over the place.
I'm thinking about getting a yellow color, like a sheer yellow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's do the giveaway question.
The nails missing is so real. It is what it is. Thank you. I'm glad you understand.
It's real life, right?
Girl.
What's a good question? Something we've asked before, or
yeah.
Okay. Hey, ladies, happy I finally made a live.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It
has.
Okay, so we're trying to figure out a question to ask because, of course, we have a giveaway tonight.
Yeah.
3 people will win a lip gloss and
Hi, Violet.
What's the thing? So Kim got some stuff from L'Oreal.
Yeah.
They sent her some things and she had some extra and she decided that she would give it.
I got extras of the lip plumping lip gloss and the highlighter sticks. So I have 3 sets of these. So like so 3 people will be able to win. Minnie says she has a question.
First though, we want to let you guys know as a disclaimer, this is in no way associated with YouTube. This is Jolie Noire. This is us giving back to you guys. You guys are always so supportive of us. And we want to make sure that we reciprocate that support in some form, you know, some way, like whatever it is that we can do, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is why we do the giveaways.
It's 1:13.
Dope.
Where's that?
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's get this question.
Yeah.
Does anybody, well, you guys probably know by now. So, what does Jolie Noire mean? What does Jolie Noire mean?
2 parts. So, we'll ask, and then, like, what's the origin?
Okay.
Yeah. So, what does Jolie Noire mean? Hi, Ashley.
We're doing our giveaway question. So, if you're just coming in, we're doing our giveaway. Please like the live. But we're doing our giveaway question. We have these sets. Oh, shucks. So, I'll be giving away these. These are extras that we got in PR.
Okay, so darling lady curated got it first.
Yeah, she got it first. And it is pretty black. It does mean
Hi, Jess.
Pretty black. So congratulations. Everybody congratulate the darling lady curated. So if you could inbox us on Instagram and with your full name and your mailing address, and we will get this out to you. So again, it's the lip plumping lip gloss, and it's not really a matching highlighter stick, but the one that I feel like complements it the best. Thank you.
I think it's I said Jess, but is it Jessie? I'm sorry.
And yeah, Violet, j'adore, that's love. Yeah, you're right.
Ultimate Gamer, we've been really good. Thank you. How about you?
We just got back home.
Is this a scam?
Wait, is this a scam? What kind of scam would this be? And then also to let you guys know, thank you. No, you're welcome. Thank you. To let you guys know, we don't do anything with your information. We actually just create the label and then we send you your things. We don't sell your information or anything like that.
Yeah. We have done these before, so
because I really like it. Claude, what do you mean?
He likes scams.
You like scams?
That's what he said.
He said, "Wait, is this a scam?" Because I like it.
Okay, SE says, "Hi, ladies. So glad you're back on this Sunday. and glad you're feeling better. Thank you.
Hi. Um,
Darling lady be on it, lady darling.
I'm so tickled.
I am too at me because I can be a little crazy.
Today is my
I rebuke
birthday and
that.
no one said happy birthday to me yet. Jeff, happy
Jeff,
birthday.
if you want a birthday song, all you got to do is say that. Just ask me and I will sing. Oh
What's
my goodness.
this stream about? So today's stream, we're talking about faith and relationships, but then we also have a giveaway, and then we'll also be announcing something that is special for Jolie Noire and for you guys too. So our giveaway, I got some extra PR. They're in my pocket. So I got some extra PR stuff today, not today, actually a while back. And I decided to do, for our giveaways, I decided for these to be the giveaway. And so the darling lady curated already won these. And then 2 other people will be able to win a set as well. So fun times and exciting, right? What are you all talking about?
Well, we haven't gotten to that part just yet because we wanted to go ahead and get the giveaway, the first giveaway out of the way.
Everly. Oh, that's a cute name.
And oh yeah, so the second question, right? Oh no, we'll wait. We'll wait for the second question. I'm sorry, guys. We'll wait for the second question. Okay. Again, please don't forget to like this live. Now,
well, Minnie, how are we gonna get the question?
What Minnie said?
I have a good question. Y'all.
I got a good. Go ahead and ask, girl.
Well, she wants. I think this is for the giveaway.
Oh, wait for the giveaway. Oh well, you know what? Let's save it. Let's save it for the next time.
Oh yeah.
And then, so yeah, DM us the question, Minnie, so that we're able.
I was about to say DM it, and I can check it while we're on live. And
oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Okay, yeah, go ahead and yeah. She said, no, don't type it.
I'll type it.
No, don't type it because we don't want the people to.
If we use it today.
Yeah, we might want to use it. It might be something good. And you know what? Maybe you guys can help us with these questions. No, you can't, because you won't be able to win.
All right. Yeah.
Should I wait or should I settle? MD, we coming. Hold on.
Yeah, we coming.
Okay, but first, I am so sorry, guys. It's about to get real on here.
I just turned 8 and I'm scared right now because someone has said happy birthday to me, and I'm, what does it say? Sad because I haven't seen my family in 2 months. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where are you from?
That.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you from? We're from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing happy birthday to Jeff, and then we're gonna get moving into everything. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Whew, that's hard to sing with my raspiness. Happy birthday to you and many more. I'm so embarrassed.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Don't be embarrassed.
Okay.
It's just coughing.
It's just coughing.
I think you are brother. What?
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
Yeah, Minnie, that's good.
I love
okay.
that.
Okay, we saw it.
The screen.
Yeah, we did. Okay. All right.
She's back.
Yeah, when she comes back. So, yeah, let's see. Hey, Simon, how are you, love? Okay, let's see. Hi, Julian. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to this topic.
Yeah.
Okay, and the topic is waiting versus settling. And the reason why we are even talking about this kind of stuff, y'all, is because every time we do these types of topics, y'all love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's good to also like glean from one another. If you have good, solid, valuable advice, not this silly stuff that a lot of y'all be coming on here with on purpose, doing stuff. Like, it's one thing, for us to disagree because, that's your viewpoint and we have our own viewpoint. But it's another when y'all come on here and y'all be saying like little weird, foul things. So we just gonna ignore those. But thank you, Jeff. No. But yeah, so waiting versus settling. Like, one of the craziest things ever as relates to relationships, and, wanting to be in one and all those kinds of things, most definitely is the the waiting part. You know what I'm saying? Because in the waiting, and again, if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to say in the comments, just go ahead and say it. So the crazy thing about it is waiting, actually having to wait. And again, this is like for it's I guess it's faith based, but at the same time, I guess this can go like all across the board. Anybody can answer or speak to this or whatever. But like for me, it's all in the waiting. And I think that if you wait well, and sometimes that's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? Like waiting well is not always easy to do because you have to make sure that while you're waiting that you're working, that you're not
complaining.
Yeah, you're not complaining. You're not consumed with wanting to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be really hard. And that's just being real and honest, And so I think that in order to not settle, you just have to make sure that you
have to be willing to wait.
Yeah, you have to be willing to wait.
Someone asked, like, on the last live that we had, well, why are you guys waiting so long to get married? And to be honest,
we're sisters.
Yeah. Who said?
No,
we're sisters.
In case somebody want to be silly.
Yeah, we're sisters and we date men.
Right.
So they asked, a guy asked, why are we waiting so long to get married? And the reality of that is marriage is in part you being ready, but then also you meeting someone. Everyone that you meet, no matter how handsome they are, no matter how
pretty they
are, no matter how smart, whatever. Obviously there are, times that you're, well, not times, but there will be a time that, things will align and match, but, you're looking for who's going to align the best, how you are both going to be able to work on compromise and things like that. And so it's not just a matter of like who's going to choose you, but who you're going to choose as a woman, because we choose as well. And so it's important to note that, in order to not rush into anything, you want to, you do want to take your time. Someone also said on that live that there's no right person, but I believe the right person is the person that is willing to work things out with you, that is not someone who burdens you. And when I say burdens you, because I don't think that the regular everyday trials of life are things that people burden you with. Those are just things, those are like things that are issues that you guys tackle together.
Yeah.
Even like if someone, let's say they're dealing with depression, I don't think that that's necessarily a burden if they're working on their
and
issue.
If they're willing to receive help from you as well.
Exactly. So
and professional help.
Yeah, and exactly. So if they're working on themselves, then they're not a burden. But if they are constantly running from the issue that they have, whatever that issue is, then that's when it can be burdensome because they're not trying to be different, right? So I think that it's important to note that in waiting, because that waiting and settling game is it's like a teeter-totter on the kind of line kind of thing, because it's like, well, you can't wait this thing out forever. But unfortunately, that's what you have to do. You can't make anyone marry you, but then also you can't, you don't want to settle.
Right. Yeah. Okay. First, I want to mention Tabitha. She says, I love the way you two sisters are close. I don't have any siblings, and it's hard in life without someone that has your back. Yeah, I understand that.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, I think that, because even though I have my sister, one of the things that we both talk to each other about is, how we pray to God about godly friendships, while we are grateful for each other and, all our other friends as well. And not that, they're just so evil and those types of things, but there are specific friends that I know for me for sure I want, both male and female, who I want them to be able to pray me through, be able to give advice from the Bible, from biblical perspective, because that's that's the type of friendship that I want. And so what I want to say to you, though, is to, Tabitha, pray and ask the Lord for those types of friendships, and He'll bring them. You know, he'll give them. Actually, we have a couple friends who are married, and so that's why they're not able to really like devote time to us the way that they had before. And so we understand that. But the single friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ask the Lord to bring, you know, great friends in your
good
life.
Community.
Yeah, good community for sure. Yeah.
Because that makes the waiting time frame easier, not easy, but
even as it relates to marriage, right?
Yeah, it lifts the load. Because you know you can get lonely, and you do want someone that you can talk to, who kind of, you know, understands, and they can see you, you know, and they're able to, you know, help you navigate through. Because just honestly speaking, some of us handle certain things and certain aspects of singleness differently, and easier than the next person. Yeah.
Okay, Samantha E says, I've settled a few times, and let me tell you, being unequally yoked, oh my gosh, is no joke. No. Waiting is difficult, but accepting less than what you deserve and what God has for you is far worse.
It's far worse. Oh my gosh, like the world says, you know, I'd rather be alone than what's the saying, the little phrase that they say, it's like better to be alone than to be in a relationship and miserable or whatever. And that's the truth. And of course we understand that the Lord guides our relationships, all kinds. And so I'd rather be waiting on the Lord,
right,
and, you know, in his will, than, you know, being with the wrong person.
Yeah. Minnie says the enemy loves to use settling to set you up. Right.
Yes.
And I want to say this too, because I used to be afraid of that word settling, because I didn't want for, you know, guys that I was talking to, I didn't want them to be like, I feel like I'm settling. And I would feel ashamed because, you know, I would be like, well, and knowing I'm settling, but because I don't want it to be said of me that that person was settling. And so, but what it is that just because it's not necessarily that they're settling because of looks, or settling because of, you know, you're not at a certain place yet or whatever. And sometimes it just is what it is. It's settling as in, like, you're not at a place where you know you could be. They're not at a place where they know that they could be. So, like, let's stop this. Let's end this. And then let's, you know, maybe if the Lord allows it, we'll come back together. But right now, yes, we're settling. Yeah. And that's not all. I think that the beautiful thing about maturing people is that they can say a thing is something, even though it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, to hear that you're settling, or to hear that somebody even thinks that you're settling, that they're settling for you, that's bad. Right. But when you're honest, you know what I'm saying?
That frees the person to go find somebody that's not settling for them.
Right. And it helps you to not settle.
And it's honest. It's the most honest thing.
Yeah.
I was watching this YouTube. I can't remember her name. I think her name's Caroline. But I came across her YouTube yesterday. And I mean, I don't even know how that lady came in my algorithm.
Oh yeah,
because she's a designer. She's an interior designer, but then also she's not faith based. So I don't know how. Like, I watch, you know, faith based, like, marital content and stuff like that on YouTube, but not non-faith based. And so, but I watched her story. First of all, her storytelling skills are phenomenal. And then so it, like, captured me, hooked me in. And she said that and I usually don't like stories of, like, I stopped going for my type, because I'm not a person. She said on the video something that I very much so agree with, which is everybody has a type. It doesn't matter what it is that you think, even if it's looks, if it's intellect, if whatever it is, you have a type, right? And so she said that she had a type, but the type wasn't necessarily physical attraction. She said that she had dated guys who she was wildly attracted to, and so she decided to stop dating those guys, and then she went to guys that she wasn't even remotely attracted to. She said that those men treated her poorly, just like the guys that were, that she was extremely attracted to. And then, so she just stopped dating for a while. She was like, I'm just done with dating. Like, she was tired of being hurt. And which is why me personally, I do not advocate for dating like constantly. Now, if that's for you, that's for you. It is not for me. I don't even like that many, people. Like, it's hard for me to find that many people.
I'm sorry. But so before we go deep into her story, so that we don't do what we did the last time, let's read
there's
these.
some more comments?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my bad.
Okay. So Tabitha says, and I'm sorry, she says, do not listen to people and settle with the wrong guy, because I settled, had my son with the most evil person on the planet. Wow. When you settle, you put yourself in danger. Right. Yeah, you do.
Well, I'm glad you're free, Tabitha. That's the silver, what they call it, silver lining.
Oh, wow.
That's
okay, so Miss Debbie says, hi, Miss Debbie. So, guys, if you're familiar with our lives and, this topic, Miss Debbie is one of our subscribers who is getting married. And we're so excited, y'all, because she's just a testament of how if you wait, you'll have,
you'll find great.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Bars. The songwriter in me likes that. If you wait, you get something great. Okay, she says, hi, girlfriends. Got my ring today. Yay! Officially a fiance. To God be the glory, for sure. Yes. Amen. Darling lady says, congratulations. Yeah. Peaceful friends who have your best interest at heart. Right, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thoughts on Proverbs. Ooh, okay, so I'm guessing you mean
all
like
of the
Proverbian 31 woman. Ask that again. Is it foul?
Or the style that you choose. I believe, me personally, I believe that the Lord allows us to choose. There are people who I believe the Lord guides you to a person. I definitely believe that the Lord allows an encounter to happen for you and your person. But I don't necessarily, I think that there can be so many different options of a person, because let's say, for instance, the person that the Lord has for you doesn't want to marry you. They're being disobedient. Does that mean that you don't get a spouse? No. So I do believe that there are different options. But I do believe in allowing the Lord to be heavily in your decision.
Yeah. MV. And then the Phallixifer, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but if you don't mind, please, say that, or rather say exactly what it is that you're talking about as it relates to Proverbs. And then Chris Reed, I think he was on here another time that we were talking about this. He says the reason why marriages
back then lasted so long, both people settled with each other and let each other do what they want. Trust is the key. That's not the story that I've heard from people. Or even seen. Thank you, Ansley.
Yeah, thank you.
So that could be I'm not going to take away your, the stories that you might know. But a lot of times women back in the day didn't have an option. And so that is largely why they stayed together.
Not yet, Miss Debbie.
What happened?
She asked if we got the book yet.
What book?
It's one of the relationship books that she suggested the other week when we were live.
Oh, can you put the title back?
Yeah,
in
put
there,
the title
Debbie?
back.
I need to write that down. I'm sorry. The last one I got that you told us, and I wrote that
prayers
one down.
for your future husband.
Oh, prayers.
That's
right.
right.
Write that down.
Okay, so Minnie says the mistake I made and learned from in my current waiting journey is that I waited and that's it. Now I'm learning that though I'm waiting, I still have a life to live and stuff to accomplish. That's good. Yeah. We do it a lot of times too with our gifts and our talents and with our career paths as well. Like we'll wait and we'll be like, okay, well, moments, they come a dime a dozen, they'll come. But if you're not working towards, like you got to look at it like okay, go with me here. Like you're on a bike, right? When you're riding on a bike, wind is, blowing against you. That's how opportunities come. When you go into something, and then that's when opportunities hit you. They will come. But if you're still, no wind is blowing on you. So if you're not working towards those things with your gifts, your talents, and your career, then you're not going to, receive those things that are there. It's so crazy because the wind is there. It's there. And God, thank you for revelation. The opportunities are there.
Yeah.
You have to move. You have to go forward, right? Yeah. So it's in it's in the waiting that, yes, it's a beautiful thing to wait, but what are you doing while you wait? And that's a really good point, Minnie. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I have sat and waited for opportunities and all kinds of things, and all in the name of, you know how y'all church folk be doing, y'all. I've done it too. We'll sit there and we'll be like, oh, so I know, like, this is gonna happen for me. What God has for me is for me. And honestly, what I heard recently, somebody was like, that's not of God. What God has for me is for me. That's also one of the things that makes you settle as well, because it's a complacent type saying. What God has for we, when we say that, we say what God has for me is for me, when we're not, we're like, we're
Sure of the path.
procrastinating.
Yeah.
We're not sure of the path. We're putting things off. What God has for me is for me. It'll come. No, it won't if you ain't doing the work. And I say that with sureness, because I have sat and waited for things, and what God has for me is for me all day long, and it ain't came, Keyondra, because you got to get up and do the things, And so it wasn't until I started doing work that opportunities came. People saw me. People knew me. People heard me sing. People, you know what I'm saying? And so, but it's a beautiful thing when you finally get slapped in the face with reality and truth, because you're able to get up and actually live your life.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh, okay, my bad. Go on with what's her name? No, the lady. No.
I don't remember her name, but I don't know. I don't remember, but
Right,
no,
faith
that was
without
good.
works is dead.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I agree that you do have to do something while you're waiting. You can't just sit twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah.
Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I totally agree with that.
But no, we need to hear that about the lady. That's encouraging. You were talking about how she was
How
she wanted, she dated, she was dating her
she
type.
she dated the people that she didn't think were
her type.
Like they weren't attractive to her.
Yeah.
And then after she decided not to date anymore, like the day that she decided to date, I think like a week or so later, maybe a month or so later, she ran into the guy that is now her fiance. And so like all these events happened, but she said that she had like different revelations about him, things that were different about him. She said that when they went on their first date, she was extremely attracted to him, like super attracted to him. And so but like he would be consistent. Like, so he ended up being consistent with her. He the thing that she found for herself was that she was giving, I think I've heard this before, like giving to the wrong person, basically. My Father God wants the best for you, but you must do the work. Amen. You show up as God shows up for you. People will see your light, and so will your future husband. That's right. You can't have the encounter without actually going. Like, that's the thing. You have to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit. That's why people are able to find their spouse at the door through UPS, because they were at home at the right time to meet the right guy, something like that. So yeah, I do agree, Miss Debbie. But she said that this guy was, how she described him was, he was her in certain ways. So she was he was how she was to other guys, which was thoughtful. Like, he did things. She was like, well, like, this is new, so I don't really know how to accept this. And so she even asked him, like, what do you want? Like, what's the
there
thing?
has to be some ulterior motive,
right? And then so she said that he was like, this is just the kind of stuff that I do for the people I care about. And so her therapist explained to her that it just sounds like good old-fashioned love, not, any ulterior motive, because she wanted to know if she was being love bombed. It's so obvious that your parents gave you both serious. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much. Tabitha, we have gone through our fair share of different struggles, for sure, with self-esteem. I believe everybody has insecurities, but
until you work through them.
Through them, for sure. And that doesn't mean that adopt you, but that doesn't mean that other things don't come about, and other with other people. Other people definitely bring other things out of you. That's why I always say that I want my husband to be a gentle mirror, because I know that you want a green card. Well, we hope you get your green card. We hope that that we not hope, but my prayer is for a husband that is a gentle mirror, because he will reflect things and that he'll be able to accept me being that same gentle mirror to him. And so, but yeah, so I think at some point in life, everybody has dealt with self-worth, self-esteem, you know, having, their crown kind of tilted a little bit, and having the Lord. The ultimate thing is the Lord. I think the best gift that our parents gave us was the knowledge of the Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for the Holy Spirit giving us the yielding to the Lord. So yeah.
Thanks, Minnie.
Yeah, thank you, Minnie. So she said that because she thought that she was being love bombed. She just could not believe that this was, because all the other guys, remember, were like, what we would call trash, right? And so he, kind of he kind of proved some other ways. Like, he reassured her that, there are no wrong answers for the relationship. What scriptures can you give me for waiting season?
They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
Yep. Blessed is the man that trusts in God, puts their trust in God, their confidence is in God. That is Jeremiah 17, and then 7 and 8. And what you'll find is that the blessing is being spiritually rooted in God, that all of the issues that you have in life, from finances to marriage to whatever, that you're kneeling, that blessed there is to kneel before God, is total adoration of him. So you adore him. He blesses you. He does. He blesses you, but he blesses you first with his spirit, which is what Matthew 6 and 33 says.
Seek ye
first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added. So, like, when people say the Bible contradicts itself, no, ma'am. I'm like, oh wait, this reminds me of this scripture, and this reminds me of this scripture, But yeah, that trusting in the Lord and putting your confidence in him. To put your confidence in something is to be led by it, and to be, to be guided by it, right?
I'm sorry.
And so I think that, because that's one that I'm leaning on in this moment, because what I found is that it's a trust factor. It's trust, and for me, it's gratitude, because trust and gratitude actually go hand in hand, because if you're not grateful, you will not trust the one that's giving you everything, and the Lord has blessed us so much, but it's like, well, Lord, that's still not enough. That's not the thing that I want. These are not the things that I've been asking for, this, things like that. But being grateful to him, and knowing that you are blessed, spiritually blessed, equipping yourself, putting on that full armor of God. I think that is another one.
Ephesians
6
and 11 through.
I can't remember
11 through something.
Yeah,
Ephesians 6, 11 through something.
Psalms 27. Let me write this down. And then y'all put these scriptures in here. I'm gonna write them down too.
Because we all, again, we're all gleaning from each other here.
Yeah, but
Candace says, "Do you ladies think a faith-based? Oh my gosh, do you ladies think a faith-based woman should date online?"
I don't do online dating. That's a preference.
Now,
I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, what I was going to say quickly is that online dating also could be Facebook,
social media.
Or
that's what I think.
Yeah. Hi, Damien.
Hi.
Yeah. So because I've had basically all of the guys that I've ever talked to came through social media.
I said tried. It's no.
Because, like we've said before, men don't typically approach women like they used to anymore, and it might be because many of them are not because they can't or anything like that. A lot of times, like, society does this too. Many times it's not women, y'all. Society has made it to be where men are intimidated by women, and they don't have to be. But, like, there are agendas that are being, like, placed, you know what I'm saying? So that people can make money. They make books off of this kind of stuff, like all that kind of stuff. And so, like, be careful with what you allow in your ear gates and, all those types of things, because we be running around here thinking, oh, men, they just this and women just this. And y'all, it's the media. It's their job. They make their money that way.
Like, on those shows where they'll have somebody, I don't know, I think they did this on Sister Sister one time, like, look at such a blah, 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 like whatever. And then they're like, what? And then, it just stirs up a whole bunch of mess.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of like the game telephone.
Yeah, kind of. And I was thinking about that, but I was like, well, I don't know if it's like, I gotta see the actual thing. But yeah, y'all probably don't get it, but.
Anyways.
Larry, get off of here.
Larry, bye.
You exit yourself, child. Your mom did not teach you that way, I'm sure.
Okay, come to Chicago. They will approach you here.
That's right.
But yeah, so I've gotten more, and it might be too because of who we are and what we do. They may feel like, like shooting their shot is not, the best thing to do. Mm-hmm. Again, not that they feel like, oh, I can't. No, it's that a lot of men, some of them want to be gentlemen. And I honestly,
they're afraid of the reaction.
Yeah, but, that too.
I think that it's just like what you were saying about getting on the bike, right? Moving forward, because you're never gonna move forward.
I rebuked that Miss Hot Mammy,
what happened?
But thank you, because she said we cute and blind. We just wear glasses.
You're not blind.
But we cute. But thank you. I appreciate it. She gonna put the little smiley face.
Not blind.
Okay, Kiki. I'm so over the intimidated excuse. Now, Kiki, let me tell you now. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm tired of it too. But that's just where we are. Yeah. And when we're honest, we know how to deal with it. If you can't deal with the intimidated excuse, and I get it, then I just want to deal with it.
Well, I mean, I get it. I get it. When I say I get it, I mean, I get it that I'm like that, but at the same time, it's that I don't give space for that. And so therefore, I don't consider that. But I do think that knowing statistics, people use statistics very incorrectly. So, but knowing things like statistics, knowing behavioral patterns, knowing things like that, those are all really great things to know, because that tells you how close or how far away from something you need to be. So I don't think that,
hi, Raquel.
we love you too, Kiki, and hi. So I don't think that, I don't think you're far off. I just think that those men are just not for you. They're not for me either.
Yeah, I get it. I just want to, because a lot of men feel, and I'm not a pick me. I'm a saved woman of God, and I know when the Lord is calling men up, because that's what he's doing in this season. There are a lot of many men who are not walking in their full potential, period. Not just as it relates to relationships, but as it relates to, spiritual things, all of that. And so I get it, but I just want to make sure that we are not doing what society is doing to men. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's doing what society, that's not to say that you're tired of a narrative. That's the same thing as I'm tired of the narrative that I'm a Christian, but I live any kind of way. Quite tired of that. You know what I'm saying?
That. Yeah.
I think that, but that doesn't mean, and just because I don't hold space for that does not mean that I don't hold space for those people. Mm-hmm. It just means that is not what I accept for myself. That is a standard that I have, that I'm not going to be a person that draws near to a man who cannot boldly say what it is that he wants. As a matter of fact, I don't assume that a man, all these, somebody said, you're going to be overlooked because when the guy is at the bar and he's coming over talking about the food, girl, he's flirting with you. No, he's actually asking about the food. I think that is quite,
because I'm not going to assume
anything, because if I said something about a guy's food and I was not flirting with him, I wouldn't want him to think that I was flirting with him.
Yeah.
So you would need to say what it is that you mean. Be intentional out the gate. And that does mean everyone, including women, because there are guts that we need to have in reciprocating. It makes it sound like
we're the problem. Yeah,
it does make it sound like we're the problem. And oftentimes, and now, not saying that women don't have, our issues. We have had issues. We have, everyone has a part in the narrative, right? But I don't believe and taking ownership of the things that are not, for me,
And Kim is more so into like this whole like she's more familiar with this. She reads the comments and all
I'm a comment
those kinds
reader.
of things. And I don't honestly, I couldn't care less for any of that. I just wish that many of these men would step up and do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
you're not wrong for thinking, like, if that's the thing that, because I think what people what people misunderstand is what's one person's standard does not have to be the standard that you have, nor does it have to be the standard the way that it is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not accept someone that's like that, but you may be a little bit more lenient. That's actually one of the things about waiting versus settling, is that in settling, it's not thinking, you're not holding your standards up, your well thought out standards according to the Bible, according to natural standards, against the person that you're with. You're just lonely or something like that, and because you're like, well, I'm outgoing, let me go and pursue this person. But that's not truly a part of, like, that's not true to who you are. You really want someone who's going to show interest in you and pursue you, then that goes against the standard that you have for yourself. Now, unless you say your standard has changed, that's different.
Yeah.
I think we've got some more comments down.
Okay. Maura Johnson says, actually so relatable. Violet says, come to Chicago. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, no. MV says, I think sometimes it's organic. It's now now overthought, and women want men to have vision statements, business plans during the first date. Sometimes it's not that simple. Well, MV, that might be, your your situation. That might be something that you've, dealt with, but not all people are, wanting any, like, let's just eat the burger first. Like, that's where I'm at. Let's eat the burger first and get to know each other first. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody is coming to the table trying to figure out, where we are individually and all that, because honestly, I have been through that. I have. Actually, last summer, I was talking to this guy, and his questions to me, because he's been following me for years, and his thing was, like, I want to be able to provide for you, but I also know the type of lifestyle that you live. I know the things that you like, and all these kinds of things. I mean, that's pretty basic and easy to see because my life is on social media and in the media and things like that. And so I understood where he was coming from. I got it. I did. But at the same time, my thing was I'm not, honestly, and I had to be really honest with myself. I'm not honestly at a place where I want to let go of these things and let you take care of me. You know what I'm saying?
To drop your standard of life.
Yeah, to drop my standard of life so that you can take care of me. Now, it's one thing if you want to come on board and we work together and build, from where we both are. That's one thing. But yeah, I'm just not willing to drop it all for you and basically your ego. So I do understand, though, what you're saying, MV, because that does happen.
Well, that happened to you, not you wanting to have a business plan. So what you're saying, you're presenting that it happens to both men and women.
Yeah, it happens to both men and women.
Or that men put that pressure on themselves.
No, that's not where I was going, but that's good too, though. Because, yes, a lot of men do put that pressure on themselves. Don't put that pressure on yourself. If she can't accept you where you are and not talk about the business plan and all those kinds of things, then, that's just probably not somebody that you want to be talking to. And I honestly think that, if you don't have all those things, together and in place, do it. Get yourself together, but do it for you.
Right.
Not necessarily for her. Yeah, but do it for you.
But then also, you have to remember, I don't know where, you got the information that you got. I don't know if it's personal experience, if it's seeing someone else go through it, or if it's just social media. Because, I mean, people say, well, if people get off of social media, then they'll see. But no, social media actually is a representation of a type of person.
It's data.
It is, it's data. And it's like, that is, indicative that there are people out there that think like that. We've met people that are, similar to some of the people online. I've not met women who want a man to have a business plan and have all these things. Most of our friends, married and unmarried, have been much like us, in that, you don't have to be a rich man, but you do have to have some sort of a plan. And that's what women want. A plan is security. That's safety.
You need that period for your own self.
You need that for yourself. Are you stable? Are you financially stable for yourself? Are you ego driven that your desire to provide for your family is so blinding for you that you can't see that a better life can be achieved by a woman that is willing to work alongside you? Now, there are some women who want, want a man to be the sole provider and things like that. I can't speak for them. But even for them, I don't think that they're asking for a business plan. Everybody's not a business owner. Everybody, I think that's unrealistic. And so I'm just curious to know where that thought comes from, you know?
Cynthia C says, have you guys watched the Dear Future Wifey podcast on YouTube? Yes, we have.
Yeah, we've seen
a couple of the stories. Actually, one of my good friends, Kenita Rutley, she and her husband were on there. Yeah. Cynthia, I do. It's good, Violet says. Okay, Miss Debbie says.
Hi, MJ. They said they're new.
Okay, hi, MJ.
Welcome.
Miss Debbie says, let's laugh together. Why are you laughing, Miss Debbie? Bubbly says, hi, ladies. Hi. Okay, MV says, I'm super ambitious. Okay, and I don't like that to be on the women I did because it's hard to understand what I do for a living.
You don't like what to be on them. So you're super ambitious.
Are you a business owner?
Yeah, are you
an entrepreneur?
That's a good question. And when you say that you're super ambitious, like, do you have...
I love you guys' hair. Thank you.
Do you have, like, work-life balance?
Right,
oh, okay, good. Put that on woman. I meant I usually under-promise and over-deliver. That's good. I don't think that's a problem.
Okay. Bubbly. Okay, yeah.
Beautiful curtains from... You know what? We have had these curtains for 15 years.
No, we had tan curtains at first.
We had tan curtains at first?
Yeah.
When did we get those?
We got those, I think around the same time we got this couch.
No, we had those before that.
No, Bobby.
You sure?
Yeah, we had a tan set of curtains in here. And then we changed them. And I think we got those from Williams-Sonoma. Or
those
West,
curtains.
No, West Elm.
No, not the curtain.
They didn't? Okay, child. We're going to find out, and then we're going to let you know.
Yeah, she might be right, y'all. But I don't remember. We've had them for quite a long time. So
is social media distracting? Like as it relates to what? As it relates to relationships? Because, I mean, social media could be a distraction from many things. Distraction.
That's my strategy. I have many layers and like to peel along.
Yeah, and I think that's smart. Like, people do not deserve the full you at the first date.
They deserve the authentic you.
They do, but not the full you. Yeah, in today's time, society rather has made it be where we need to just like give our whole selves and be fully vulnerable. And no, that's not safe.
Yeah.
That's not safe. It's not.
No.
Bubbly says, and confident. She might be answering one of the other things. Oh, yeah, probably so. Okay, MV says, I don't, get women super impressed on the first date. Want to know them organically. Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't lead with, things that are superficial. You shouldn't. That's not a good sustaining thing. That's not a safe thing for you as a person. I think all those things you should let people figure out, on their own. And I think that you should get to the meat of things. Like, do we actually like each other? Right. Like, are we actually compatible? Those aren't the things that make you
each other, or
right.
Is this
just... are you a good person? Because how much money you have doesn't necessarily mean that that actually doesn't mean that you're compatible. You know.
Right, because you both can have a boatload of money and still not be compatible.
Or she can have none, and that doesn't mean that you're incompatible. It just means she doesn't have any.
Cynthia says, I wish I could match the host with one of you. Laterres. Girl, Laterres. We don't know Laterres at all.
Why is everybody trying to hook Laterres up with somebody?
I know they are.
The poor man. Like every episode, they're like, "Oh yeah, he wants to start."
The thing with me about Laterres, and this is not, like to throw him under the bus or anything like that. Like he seems like he still needs to be under the fire a little bit more, and I know that because. The Lord is still working on my heart.
Oh, I see what Mr. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. But no, I think that he he's still, he need a little bit working on.
Yeah, he's not the kind of guy that I would want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so Miss Debbie said when you were talking about the burger, that's what she was saying, and let's laugh together. Like,
oh,
let's enjoy ourselves.
Right. Yeah, right. That's
that
right.
Sense, yeah.
Yes.
Lord,
Bubbly says, I'm hollering.
The curtains are beautiful. I'll just search on the web. Yeah, like if you take a screenshot of it, maybe that'll help. But yeah, we'll look. We'll look in the tag and see. MV business, yes. So he owns a business, do many other things. Well-traveled musician, Christian,
okay, dope,
etc. Well, that's great. That's amazing. The best thing about that list is that you are a Christian.
For sure, yes.
You tell me that you're on the mission to really live that. That's the even better thing about it.
Go ahead, bro.
That's right. My therapist once told me vulnerability is earned. That's right. Vulnerability absolutely is earned. I believe that like respect should be 100% given. Initially respect can be lost. But I do not think that vulnerability is something that you just give to everybody, for sure.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi. Can you do a shout out? Oh, there you go. As women, there we go. We have to make sure we are bringing to the table what we're requiring as well, vision, stability, etc. That's right. We have to be honest with ourselves. Are we ready for who God has for us? That's right. I don't believe in coming to a relationship empty-handed, and that's not because because I also don't believe that relationships are tit for tat. Like, well, what do you bring? Well, what do you bring? I think that because there's going to be something that I bring that he never even thought of having because it's unique to me, and the same for him. But I do believe in being as ready as possible, and that's more inward. And then, of course, I think that if everyone is at least financially stable and respects money, and things like that, I think that's sufficient for me, and then has a growth mindset. So that's definitely.
Miss Debbie says we need a meet and greet tea, ladies. Okay, so that's the perfect segue.
Okay, so so that's a good thing that you said that, Miss Debbie, because Keyondra and I, we have been planning some things because someone left a comment on a video we put out, like kind of like a little very brief filler on social media last year, the end of last year, asking if everybody, like if people would want to come. And so like we're putting together a nice little experience, and it'll be here in Atlanta. So she said, y'all think I'm playing Chicago. So yeah, it'll be here in Atlanta. It'll be in the fall, like early fall, around like my birthday time. So that's September. And we're looking at doing like something more styled. So we would be having we would have food that Keyondra and I have eaten. So it's like you guys would be in one huge Jolie Noire
experience.
Experience. So we'd bring in the different things that Keyondra and I do. September. It's far enough away so that we can all get ourselves planned. And I think that I'm excited about it, to be honest with you. So we're thinking about like photography, like a kind of like a mock photo shoot of sorts.
I mean, an actual photo shoot, but like
but the mock part would be I guess it would be like a reenacted. I don't really know how to put words
doing a photo shoot like what Jolie
we've
Noire
done.
would do.
Yeah. So something that we've done before, but then you guys get to step into. So you guys are literally stepping into our world. She said, I would love to go.
Yes.
So yeah.
So we wanted to present this to you guys tonight on the live because we wanted to know if this is something that you guys would attend. Of course, you know, being that many of you live abroad.
Yeah.
And it's going to be here in Atlanta. So let us know, you know, is this something that you guys are interested in?
Yeah, let us get some yeses.
Yes, definitely will be there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
50, 50, 100, 100.
I'd love to be a part of that.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that
That'd
would
be
be
so
great.
fun. I'm
And you know what?
excited.
It's so funny because, darling lady, look, you could be a curator for that.
Live moderator.
Live moderator. Oh, that would be so funny. Like the whole experience. Like just that would be so dope.
Throttle, right?
That would be dope.
Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, my girl TV.
Oh, hi.
So yeah, we wanted to present that to you guys, and you know, just kind of wanted to get a feel of what you guys thought about that.
So we're going to soon put out a type form with a little bit more information to get like some more firm like yeses and stuff like that.
It helps with the head.
Yeah, it helps us
count.
with our planning and you know stuff like that. And yeah. So look out for emails. We're gonna put something out here on the community tab.
Yeah.
And then our socials. So you really want to have your eyes open for socials too.
Yeah. Sign up for our mailing list, www.joliexnoire.com. That's JolieXnoire.com. And we'll send you guys more information on that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, MV, let's go ahead and answer this question, and then we can go to the next giveaway question. Then we can go back into this conversation because that's why we're here. Okay, MV says, I don't believe in 50-50 brought to the table. Okay, in my family, the man is the provider, and that's my mindset. If the woman makes their own money, that's theirs. Your money is not my money, but my money is yours.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing. I don't want to say it's a nice thing. I think that's too small of a word. That's a great thing. I think it's a very noble thing. I would never feel comfortable if, like, let's say for instance, my husband, you know, something happened, right? Like, God forbid something happened. You know, he was doing very well with his business or doing very well at work, whatever, you know, wherever he is, right? And then his hours dropped or, you know, and obviously like this kind of mindset would have to have like a savings. I do know people who have this mindset who don't have the savings. They don't have the finances. They don't have, you know, all of those things. And most people don't. But like me personally, I wouldn't be able to sit back and watch my husband, you know, be like, well, your money is your money. My money is my money. I feel like we can get quicker results, both of us working, then both of us sitting back, relaxing and enjoying each other. Because I don't want my husband also to be away at work most of the time.
Yeah, because he's working hard for the family.
Yeah, because he's working hard for the family. Like, that's not, you know, I'm not signing up for that either.
Right. I want to lay with you.
Yeah, I want to be around you. Like, I want to be around my husband.
Let's go to Greece.
Especially if he's not like an entrepreneur and he doesn't have the flexibility like we have, you know? Right. So I think that's great. I've always said that I don't mind my husband, you know, providing and things like that, but I also don't want it to be an ego thing. Like, I don't want it to be like, well, this is the way my family's always done it. Or like, this is, you know, like it's a prideful thing and way that because at that point it would have to be something that he would have to lay before the Lord. But I think that's a great thing. I wouldn't mind if my husband provided for me. I just don't want him to be so stubborn on that his provision, because I mean, I'm not an inexpensive person, okay? And I don't want it to be that, well, we can't do X, Y, and Z. And obviously you said that her money would be her money. And so, which is, I don't think you would have that issue as far as like, things that she can't do. My money though, if it wasn't my money, it was my money, more than likely my money would be spent on him. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Because I like giving gifts. So.
Right. Okay, so it seems like everybody is for the Jolie Noire Experience. I love it. Okay. Henri, I think, is that how you pronounce it? Henri, nice. That's cute. Where y'all from? We're from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Jackson says, yo, what's up? Just joined. Hey, Jackson.
Hi, Jackson. like the
Miss
spelling of
Debbie
that
said, I
name.
do too. Miss Debbie says, it's just what you and
And
hubby
husband
decide.
decides,
Yeah.
yep. All
All,
depends on what your goals are. That's
right.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I believe in that, Miss Debbie. I think that's how much of a partnership you should have.
Hi, Cheese Rail.
That you're able to sit down and discuss those things. Like for Envy, like his wife, like I'm sure there are so many women that would just love that setup. And like I said, I would not. I don't knock that. I don't, not like I'm not like, oh, I don't want that. But like that would have to be. I would have to see how he performs in other ways to know if that is like something that is a pride issue, because for a lot of men that I've seen and I've seen it work through, it's a pride issue.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
He says, it's not an ego thing. I want my woman to do what she wants, not to provide for me and my kids, period. But the good women give gifts,
though.
though.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
yeah.
Now,
Because,
oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Now that's to see you explain it that way. It you can see more of like your heart through that.
Right.
If he explained it like, no, I want this for you because it's just my pleasure. I want to give this to you as like because you're my wife, like some like that. I have no problem with that, because it feels humble, right? Like it sounds like humility, not something that. And then, I mean, he ain't gonna be able to lord it over my head anyways because I just have, I'm doing my own, right? And it's just for those women who are not in a position for themselves. That's where that would come in, but we don't have to. I'll read it. Tabitha says, as a dental hygienist, I love both of your smiles.
Thank you, Tabitha. I'm working on mine.
Yes, I have braces.
I have mine now.
Okay, so I grew up, as a kid, I sucked my thumb.
Hi, Jetto.
And that made me have a gap and buck teeth. And so I got braces in high school. So, and then I've always had white teeth, and people would always compliment my smile, and I always cover my mouth because of my teeth. And so now, and then when I got my braces taken off, this man, we were at an event for Keyondra and her group. He saw me like, I don't know how many feet away that was. He was on stage. I was in the middle of like an empty audience stadium, not stadium, but auditorium. And he was like, "You have a beautiful smile." I was like, "Me? Thanks." But yeah, that's a little story.
That's a good story.
Samantha said, "I would love to visit Atlanta for a meet and greet." Yay!
Hey, would love you here. Santa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hi, boo. Hi.
Hi.
But yeah. Yeah, so we wanted to have we done the
We haven't done the second question yet.
So we're gonna do the second question, but also if you have any other comments concerning tonight's topic, just drop them in, the comments, and let us know. MV says I was just in Atlanta on Wednesday. Oh, okay, dope. Are you like a
Oh, there it is, right there.
like a church musician or something like that? Well, and that's not slighting you at all because a church musician is very good. But is that like why you were here?
And now I see her comment about the detergent.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Yeah, let's do our
so
next question.
The next question. So first, what you guys are gonna win, and again, this is not a giveaway sponsored by YouTube. This is me and Kim's doing because we get a lot of PR things, and we want to give back to you guys. You guys are always supportive of us, and we want to be able to give back. So yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Yes. So.
Oh, an engineer. Okay, nice. Dope.
And a geologist. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's neat. Okay. So, thank you, Santa.
Thank you.
Okay. So you have the lip plumping lip gloss and the illuminating sticks. I have 2 more of these. So this is one, and then we have one more. So this is what you are up to win. Guys, if you have a girlfriend that you want to win this for, you can be a part of this too. So, Minnie gave us this question. Thank you, Minnie. This question was brought to you by Minnie. So, it says, name a restaurant that we frequent on our vlogs. That's a good one. I almost don't know.
But you have to be somebody who obviously
Who watches
really
our
pays
vlogs.
attention.
Well, if we frequent it, like there's one I know.
Oh, Mimi, Houston's.
Ah.
Oh,
That's
Cynthia, go girl.
Oh,
Nordstrom's.
well.
Mimi got it first though.
Yeah, Mimi got it first. We do go to Houston quite a bit.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
So, yeah, no, Nordstrom Cafe, Chipotle, those are all y'all.
Yeah, South City Kitchen. I love y'all. Oh my goodness, I love y'all so much. Oh my goodness.
That's funny. And that's where we're thinking about getting some food from. That one of the places that we're thinking about getting food from for the experience. So. Yeah, Minnie, you won.
Yes, you won. She said I rarely do.
So you'll get a highlighting stick and you'll get a lip plumping lip gloss.
The cupcake place.
Right. That's our new favorite.
See, we know who watches the vlogs. Right, that's right.
That's a good question. That was a really good question.
So, Mimi, if you don't mind, please DM us your government name as well as your your address so that we're able to send you your gift.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nathan McCrae says, I'm a white guy who watches carpentry and car videos. Apparently, YouTube decided I needed to watch black women do makeup and hair today.
Thank you, YouTube. And thank you, Nathan, for entertaining YouTube.
So tell your wife about us because...
That's right, yes.
But no, but if this helps you any, we've talked about our car on our vlogs. Yeah. And so that might be why I gave you our channel. Yeah. But then also, like, they're always kind of, giving new videos to different people. So
thank you for coming in.
What's for the men?
What's for the men?
We have to...
we never think that you guys are interested in... And so when y'all pop up on our lives or our vlogs and y'all interact with us and stuff, we're always just we're happy.
We welcome you guys. We have if you don't know about Jolie Noire, Jolie Noire does mean pretty black. It does mean pretty black in French. We're from Louisiana and we have a clothing line, Jolie Noire. And we started our brand for black women, a place for us to be able to let down our hair and just be ourselves, basically. It's a community, and we create apparel with us in mind. And so what we realized over time, quickly actually, was that black men were very touched by like our efforts
and our story.
And so we decided to curate a section of our website called Femme Noire for men as well, because men were starting to shop because they saw some things that were more like androgynous, things that could, pull more masculine in appearance. And so those pieces are things that we shifted over to our Femme Noire collection. So those are unisex pieces, which means Femme Noire means the black theme. So the theme of our website and is blackness. And the even better part about that is we're not even exclusive to black people, because we've had different races of people interested in our apparel.
I think Ted did go to Southern, didn't he? Did Ted go to Southern?
I think so.
Yeah, and he was a jazz major. I think so.
No.
I think that's true, MV. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to because he's also my producer, so I'm gonna have to ask him that.
You got hair products? No, we don't have hair products. We buy hair products, though. I've got hair down to the middle of my back. Oh, well, look, you are hair goals, Nathan.
Hair goals. But yeah, so Ted taught you a few chords. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tell him I said hi. I've been trying to find him. Okay. What's your full name? That's funny. I gotta laugh like that. This was years ago. Yeah, no. I gotta laugh like that because I'll start coughing. MJ. Okay. So he'll know you by MJ. If you want more questions, I got you.
Come on, Minnie.
DM us, Minnie. Tonight's questions are brought to you by Minnie G.
I'm a noir babe for real.
Yes, you are. Shoot. It's about a good 15 I think the Lord told me to shut up.
But yeah, so we're gonna have to think about like giveaways that are more guy friendly. But like these are things that these lip glosses and the highlighter sticks are things that I got in PR because we also do content creation, so or creating whatever. And so I got these in PR, and I have duplicates. So I have the ones that I'm using, but then I also got extra, and so I was like, well, I don't need extra,
Right.
so I don't even wear like these nearly as much as I think I have a product for.
A couple of months ago, we gave away apparel from our site. So next time, maybe the guys can get in on that.
Yeah.
Sing your favorite song. Okay, I really don't have a favorite song. I just be singing. Let's see, what am I singing? Sing, give me something.
Love.
Love. Okay. Now I'm just now getting over whatever it is that was trying to attack me. And so I am trying to Mindy says I have my shirt.
Yay.
I'm trying to so if I get a little raspy or something like that, please don't mind it. Okay. Or any song. Okay. I won the first giveaway. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so love, a word that comes and goes, but few people really know what it means to really love somebody. Love, though the tears may fade away. I'm so glad your love will stay, 'cause I love you, and you show me, oh, well, Jesus, what it really means to love. Tabitha says, I've been a subscriber on YouTube for a while now, but just subscribe to you guys on TikTok and realize that you guys were on Tamron Hall. Congratulations. That's big. Thank you.
Yeah, we were on Tamron Hall in 2023.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah, she had us on. Got a chance to experience the show.
Yeah.
Because we've been to New York several times. I'd go there a lot to sing at Sirius XM. And so to get the invitation though for something else, because I'm like, now I'm grateful, but I'm like, all right, serious. But to go for Tamron Hall, and I got to sing on the Tamron Hall show too. So that was really cool as well. But yeah, it was really fun. Very surreal.
It was good.
out of all the interviewing and things that we've done, like that kind of stuff never gets old.
Yeah.
Never does. Okay, Karen says, I love Joy in the Morning. Thank you, Karen. I listen to that song in the car all the time before I knew you were a content creator. Love your voice.
Oh.
Thank you. Nathan says, dang, okay, glad I stuck around. Beautiful voice. Thank you. Minnie says, I love how jazzy your voice is.
Now
Thank you, Minnie.
The music.
Oh, right. Yeah. We love jazz, but of course, I love,
for sure. Yeah.
I love jazz. Yeah.
Aw.
Tabitha says, my teenage son said that you have a beautiful voice. Thank you, teenage son.
I thought you were getting a subscriber for that. That's
hey, thank you, James. It's Jimenez, I think, maybe. Tilted Michael Aubrey's buddy. Okay, dope. Okay, sure will. But yeah, it was something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, because a lot of people, like I've noticed, and now even before we started like going hard and heavy with jazz, because at first we were using lo-fi music, which is like a form of jazz. It's like lounge, like house music, jazz type music. But we weren't really able to get a lot of the sounds, like the really cool sounds and stuff like that, because at that time we were sure of YouTube, but we weren't like really into like all the details and the inner workings of YouTube, because like we were just getting back. This was like about a year and some ago. And so then we didn't know anything about like epidemic sound and things like that. And so we've been able to learn about that website. and, get our music and things like that from there. A lot of girls have been, like using the jazz music, like a lot of black girls with sophisticated channels and stuff like that. And I mean, that's just up my alley, period. Like
Yeah.
I love jazz. And
Yeah.
so, yeah. Yeah, and not saying anything about them. It's just that because I don't want anybody to think that we're copying or anything like that. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Oh, I'm
sophistication,
sorry. I'm reading.
sophistication and jazz and all of that. Like they go hand in hand. They really do. To me, anyways. And but yeah, what you talking
I
about?
was reading Minnie because Minnie sent us another question. And I was like, yeah, that's good too.
Violet says, "How many albums did you put out?" Did I ask that right? Yeah, you did. You did. I have 10 bodies of work, actually, over the past, 2015 to 2025 is 10 years. So plus that is like about a good 13 years, because in 2013 is when I did my first mixtape. I did my first mixtape in 2013. No, 2012. 2012. And I released it on datpiff.com. That was just one of the mixtape sites that I released it on. And actually, that was super big for me because if you are anybody who's into mixtapes and stuff like that, like DatPiff is where all like the hardcore rappers, they stuff be on. Like people like Lil Wayne, all of them, they put their hardcore stuff on there. And this little old gospel princess was on there with her first mixtape. It was called Soul Couture.
Minnie said, I know the name of it.
Oh, look at you, girl. I love you, Minnie. Like anybody who like, cause and this is the thing. What's so beautiful about that and about you guys knowing these things is because when you're like, thank you for following us, but not just following us. Thank you for being invested.
Yeah.
And to me, that suggests that we're finally getting our, I don't want to say tribe, but getting our community.
Yeah.
We're getting our community, and we've worked so hard for this. Myron Golden, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him, but he speaks about how if you get in front of your camera and you talk to people, that you're able to, grow your community. You're able to pull in the people. That's the most
powerful way to bring in wealth. Is communication.
Is communication. That right, yeah. And for so long, we've been afraid to do it.
I didn't believe him at first.
I didn't believe him either. I did not believe him. Yeah,
and
right.
I admire him and everything.
I admire him, yes, but I'm just like, well, it works for you.
I guess I didn't believe him for me.
Yeah. It works for you, Myron, but that ain't gonna work for me. That don't work for everybody. No, if you sit in front of you and listen, excuse me, take a page from our book. Get in front of your camera, sit and talk to people. Don't give them an overload of your life. They don't need that. People are not deserving of that. Do not do that to yourself, okay? But whatever God leads on your heart to give, do that. But sit in front of the camera and talk to people and pour out your heart. And right, yeah. Pour out your heart and point them to the one that matters, the Lord. And it will work for you. Yeah. It will.
Now I'm a believer.
I am.
Samantha says, I plan to purchase several pieces for me and my sister after Lent. I gave up shopping and sugar for Lent. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that. how you gave up shopping. It's probably one of the hardest things to do. Like you see something and you really want to purchase and you decided to sacrifice that. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Cynthia says, you guys are very personable. Thank you.
Thank you. For so long, I've wondered, like, I sat at, I think 33.3 thousand. No, I think at that time it wasn't that. I think I was like in the 20-something thousands on Instagram. And I was so angry. I was talking to Kim and our friend about it. I was like, I can't seem to move forward. I cannot get past. And at that time, I was not talking to anybody. I was just posting, my music or, posting some posts and things like that. And when I look back now, I'm like, dang, if I would have sat in front of, the screen and actually talked to people and was being a personable person. But it takes, because somebody mentioned about insecurities and our parents, they did a great job with that and all that. It takes you letting your guard down. It takes you ignoring insecurities, you know. I honestly, I used to be afraid to even, cause like black girls, y'all know what I mean. Like, you know, when you comb your hair and it's time to wash your hair, and you comb your hair, and sometimes, you know, you got your little friends that be trying to pop on your shoulders and
Oh,
stuff.
that's not just us.
Yeah, that's, you know what, that's
I've
right.
seen
That's right. I
all
have
kinds
seen
of-
white girls
yeah.
even, coming there. And y'all know what? None of these people care. So why should I?
Yeah. It's like,
Why should I care? It's life. Somebody mentioned what earlier, they said, don't worry about that. That happens. Well, it was something that happened earlier tonight. And one of you, I think either Tabitha or Cynthia, said, don't worry about that, because it was something. And it's stuff like that. Like it makes me know, like, yeah, like, Keyondra, snap out of it. Like, who cares? This is real life. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? So get out there, do what you need to do, and don't let nothing stop you.
Yeah.
If you don't show me, I'm going to sleep outside. What are you talking about? You guys got Bossa Nova on your channel. I love Bossa Nova. I'm a jazz head for sure.
Oh.
What song is it? Because all of the...
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Have you guys downloaded our playlist?
Oh, yes. Go download our playlist. We have a playlist on Spotify full of all of the jazzy songs that you guys love from our blog.
Yeah. Someone asked us to put together. Oh,
Yeah,
we don't
somebody
have that one on here.
Okay, yeah, so we have to add it. Somebody asked if we would put together a playlist. It's called the Jolie Noire playlist, and it's on Spotify. So
and it's
guys,
on here too.
Yeah, it's on here as well. So go and listen. Go and
Girl
save it.
Ipanema.
Oh,
Oh, let me put that on. Look, let me put that on.
The playlist is fire. Thank you, Minnie. Oh yeah, Minnie was in her little her lift black with the leather black seat, listening to the music. I love it. I love it. Classy content. Thank you, MV. Buffalo chicken enjoyer. Keep going. I'm gonna finish. What? Go seek the Lord. But look how God blessed you by being patient and working. That's right, Minnie. That's a word from somebody. Yes. If we missed any comments, please, y'all, let us know. Going to work and teach these kids.
That's cute.
Oh, okay. She was, okay. Oh, cool. So you're a teacher. Love it.
What grade do you teach, Minnie? But yeah, we had a great conversation.
Yes,
tonight.
we
That's
did.
Really great.
I loved it.
We have one more giveaway, don't we?
Yes,
because we did 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Minnie gave us our last question. Do you want to wait?
Tina.
Hi, Tina. You want to wait, or you want to go ahead?
I guess we can go ahead and then, finish if we need to. Oh, kindergarten. She said, pray for me. So happy to see. We're happy to see you too, Tina.
Do you have any advice on how to deal with bullies? I say you tell your parents if you, tell an authority that you trust and allow them to handle it for you.
And don't be embarrassed about that.
Don't be embarrassed.
Because a lot of people are out here being bullied, beat up, and hurt because, they're embarrassed to share that's what's going on. Number one, the bully is the one with the problem. Anybody who's fighting on somebody, hitting on them, talking down to a person, they have issues. Yeah. They really do. And that's not to, put them out there in a bad way. It is what it is. They need to get help. Yeah. Until they get the help, you don't want to be out here being pushed around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Having to fight and fend for yourself when you shouldn't even have to lift a finger. You shouldn't have to do any of those things because we have authority. Policemen, principals, parents, the Lord Jesus Christ, for sure, yes. We have all those things for a reason, So
I was bullied as a kid. I was bullied throughout elementary school.
In 7th grade, I was bullied. It wasn't like a full-on type thing or whatever, But
No, this girl punched me in my arm. I'll never forget. I was in the
I wish I would have. I wish I would have. 4th or 5th grade. Y'all, I went to this one girl at our high school who was trying to act a fool with her over a dude.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, I like to embarrass our family because I told that girl, I went up to her. I went up to that girl. What was it, before Mr. McPherson class? Before math or after? Either way, I went up to her. I said, I'm gonna say this to you, and I'm coming to you. Did I tell her woman to woman or something? It was something.
She told me that, girl.
Oh yeah, she told her that. I said, if you don't leave my sister alone, it's gonna be. And she walked away. She talking about, I ain't doing nothing. I'm blah blah blah. And I was like, no, what you gonna do? You not gonna mess with my.
No, we both had to get her together.
We did.
She got hemmed up.
She got hemmed up.
Actually, it's funny because both of the girls that bullied me, 2 of the girls that bullied me, one of them, I don't remember, she never came back to apologize, but she did get an order. I had actually, my only fight in life was that girl. And her sisters did worse than any of the fights that she done.
They told her up.
They were mean to her.
They were so
mean to her, but they told her, they were like, they said, Kim
beat you up.
And that's not supposed to be funny.
It's not, but
the funny
life
part
will humble you.
The funny part about that is them people they were so mean to that girl. That's why she was like that. But she wasn't gonna, I'm a nice person. Like, I don't start things, but I will. I'm okay with ending them. So, the one girl in elementary school, I did tell my mom, and my mom, I can't remember how she handled that. I can't remember how that was handled, but when we were in either middle school or like young in high school, she came to me when we were at a mutual friend's house and she apologized to me.
Wow. Ooh, that makes me want to.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that had never happened. And then the girl who was over a guy, first of all, let's clear this all the way up. It was not me. The guy was he was my boyfriend. And what she said, I can't remember if I believed her at that time, but not shortly after. No, I'm kidding. We ended up breaking up because actually I did embarrass him. But yeah, I mean,
she wasn't trying to.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna play me, okay?
Not gonna do that.
So yeah, it was not the right way to end it. I would never do it again. I feel bad the way that I ended it. Even today, I had to repent for it. Yeah, so she was aggressive with me because obviously there was something going on between them. And I know that she liked him, but I think there was far more than that because I wasn't doing anything with him. Let's be all the way clear. And so, but then later on, she came to me woman to woman. It's like, we're in high school. Shut up. And she was like, she said some things and I said some things back. It was not volatile in energy or whatever. But in words it was. And so, but we were past that and, things were better. I remember one time, cause I was on homecoming court and she called my name from a far away and she waved at me and I was like,
didn't I go and apologize to her? Like, when I think I had graduated.
Everyone just had this awakening moment.
I had already graduated, and I was coming to get Kim from school because I had my car.
I think it was after that, though, right? After she came to me,
it was sometime way after that. It was way after that. And I went to her and I told, that's right. Wow. I told her that I was sorry for how I acted.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's.
So everybody was, it was like powerful. We were growing up, right?
But you know what? I'm really about to bust in tears. You know what's beautiful about that though? Because, people out here bullying people, and because they're dealing with so much that's not to give them an excuse because they are dead wrong for things that they be doing. But as a kid, you don't know what to do with pent up anger. You just doing any and everything. But then you grow up and then you apologize. Like that's it. That takes a mature person.
Yeah. I don't know what clicked in her. Now I do know
that's beautiful.
I told my mom about her And my mom, because her grandmother went to our church, and her grandmother loved us. And we knew where she lived, her grandmother, and she was in custody of her grandmother. I didn't know that at the time. Like, all this stuff was coming about. I actually remember seeing a choir robe of hers in our choir thing.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
look, this girl is haunting me, right? Like, y'all, she used to like make, like, I remember she said, "I'll blow you out the water." My mom took that as a threat to my life.
My mama don't play.
My mom
To
said,
this day.
my mom said, we don't play that. That's a threat. So she got my dad.
And that's not what that meant.
I don't know.
My mama,
I thought that she was saying like that she would joke me out or something, you know?
that's
But
what I thought it was.
you know, but my mom said though, in my world, that meant something else. And so we went to the girl's house. The grandmother wasn't there. That girl, y'all, she was braiding someone's hair. She got up off of the sofa that she was on. They had like, I think this was a shotgun house. And so my mom and my dad and me, we were in the living room, and she said, "This ain't fair. Y'all are ganging up on me." No one threatened her at all. Like, my mom simply asked, you know, for her grandmother. And they said that she wasn't there. And that girl, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a whole different," I was like, "This is a whole different person than what I've seen at school even." And I wasn't embarrassed. Like, I'm an authority person. I'm like
That's right.
I call the authorities type person.
Look, Karanisha, proud of it.
I don't. No. We do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Karens are bullies.
They don't do it right.
They're bullies themselves.
Okay, they're bullies.
Okay, yeah.
But we know how to use the authority
we know how to
there
do.
for us.
There's another name though for people who do handle things in that way, and I don't fault them for that. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
no,
but
I'm not messing up my nails to do it.
No. But then also, I'm not messing up my name. I'm not messing up
that too.
Like I feel I'm so big on my name. Mm-hmm. I remember now. I got rowdy with that girl because it wasn't over a guy. It wasn't over the guy. This was never for me. It was never about him. It was about.
I'm sorry. So we don't do what we did last time.
Oh,
it was not about the guy.
Yeah.
So Nathan says, "I honestly don't know what's going on, but I really like listening to you guys." Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Tina says, "Amen. Bullies are often hurting." MV says, "Do you have any music out now? I want to listen." Yes, go to my Spotify. You can also go to my YouTube channel, but go to my Spotify, Keyondra Lockett. Everything is under Keyondra Lockett. Let's see. Gail says, "What would your message to the world be?" Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. And he's waiting on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right. Mimi says, Summer says, I know that's right. Amen. Okay. Summer says, hi.
Hi.
Okay. Envy says, I was the school politician, made friends with everyone, turned bullies into strong supporters. Okay.
Listen, I didn't know how to do that. And I was in everything. So, I mean, I just didn't do that. I ignored people.
Envy says, I needed all the votes. Okay. Hey, Jaminez. Hi, Ashley. Amen. As a kid, I feel for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Tina says, it's a beautiful thing. I just want to hug you. Girl, put me in front of a good Hallmark or Lifetime movie where I can cry. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Violet says, Keyondra. Displaced projection for sure. Yeah. Nathan says a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. Mm-hmm. Yeah, loving favor rather than silver or gold. Proverbs 22:1. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And even then we were brought up in the Lord, right? And so I always had that in mind. It dropped my mind for a second because the girl, she was aggressive like in words with me. And I remember yelling across the school. My friend, thank God for that girl. She said, Kim, because I was running for student council. And I was in, like, everything. And she was like, this is not worth it. Like, this is not worth it. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I feel so embarrassed that I'm even here in this space. And I was even more embarrassed that it seemed like it was about a guy. Because I've never been the type of person. I am definitely the person, even then, at the age of 15 and 16, I was definitely like it's not a her thing. It's a him thing, right? Like it's a like even like if there was, I never even confirmed it. To this day, I do believe that I don't think that girl would have been going that hard for a crush, right? And so but I never confirmed it. And so at the same time, like it doesn't matter because he was the guy that asked me to be his girlfriend. And so that's what we were doing. And instead of saying, hey, Kim, like, you're not doing nothing, blah, 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 let me go with people who are, instead of doing that, then, he brought that poor girl into that. And I do say poor girl because that was not fair to her either.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, so.
Okay, Tina says, yes, I'm the same way, crying on commercials. Sure do. MV says,
I say you're famous.
I'm trying to not do that fake modesty thing. I am well known. Praise God. I give all glory to the Lord, for sure. But I appreciate you for even, seeing me. Thank you.
Sweet. Yeah. So that was a little story. That's our backstory.
Yeah. And you had me crying.
No, she did.
She did. Okay, yeah, so we have one more giveaway, right?
Oh, yeah. We have one more giveaway. So I got extra PR from L'Oreal. You guys know I put these in the vlog. And so I have one more set of these. So they're different shades, but I just put the others over there. So we have one more opportunity to win. And you can win this. So our last question, Minnie gave us our last question too.
Tonight's, what is it? Tonight's, what? I want to say it.
Tonight's giveaway question.
Tonight's giveaway question is brought to you by Minnie B.
G. Lord. And I know her name has to be like somewhere close.
It's been on here the whole time.
I'm really, said it the last time.
I'm acting like a 40-year-old right now.
It's hilarious. Okay.
No offense to the 40-year-olds. It's Minnie G.
You said B.
Oh, you corrected me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the last question. This is good, y'all. She's really good with these questions.
She is.
It's what celebrity did we see driving and Keyondra got excited? We found out she had a celebrity crush.
I didn't even know, girl. I just found out.
Oh, gosh.
Y'all, please excuse me. My goodness.
No, not Chris Brown.
Girl, not Chris Brown, but
who she had
that's
her. Yeah.
Cynthia, you've been paying attention to the videos, girl. Yes, I do love Chris Brown. I pray that one day he gets saved. And then one day he sees my music and he's like, oh, wow, that sounds great. And then one day he's like, Lord, I'm looking for my wife right now. And then one day he's like, oh, wait.
Johnny Depp. No, not Johnny Depp.
And then he's like, oh, wait, I'm going to follow her.
Tia boyfriend.
And then he hits me. What is this? Tia boyfriend from Sister. Yes, Karen.
It's him, but you have to give the name, Karen. You have to give the name.
Oh, man. Karen, hurry up.
Come on, girl.
Who
Romney? Who's Romney?
Romney Malco. Who is that?
Romney Malco. I like that. Rico. No. Oh, that's not it.
That ain't it.
There you go. My Girl TV, Ron Rico.
Dang, do we need to get another pot?
She said, oh, that's not him.
Do we need to get a pot?
You keep on slaying, girls. Thank you, Prit Paul. Oh, that's nice.
She said, I think that's his name.
I think that's his name. His name is Ron Rico. Ron Rico is Tia's boyfriend from Sister. Hilarious. Y'all, have y'all seen Sweet Magnolias with Jill Scott?
Oh, the newest one.
And Deborah Cox is in there. She just kind of features in there. If you guys haven't seen Sweet Magnolias, Still Magnolias, with Jill Scott, go and see it. He's on there too. Hilarious. I know his real name. Oh, I don't know his real name. Oh, yeah, it's Ron Rico. His name is Ron Rico. Hi.
At this point, I'll send y'all a list of questions.
I was thinking.
Let me do it. So, guys, tonight's giveaway questions are brought to you by Minnie G. That still wasn't good. I don't like that. Okay, let me see. It's a commercial. Hey, guys, Keyondra here from Jolie Noire. Tonight's Dang it, what is it? Giveaway question. This is how I be doing in the interviews when I'm doing the drops and stuff. Hey guys, Keyondra here from Jolie Noire. Tonight's giveaway questions are brought to you by Minnie G.
So everybody, congratulate
all three winners.
All three winners. Yes. I'm gonna have to go back and look in the thing for all the names. But yes, let's congratulate all of the winners. If you can, send us to our DM or email address. Email address is info@joliexnoire.com. And send us all of your name, your full name, and your mailing address, and we will get these.
Mimi said, I almost thought T.I., but he wasn't driving. Right, but yes, we did see T.I.
You know what? I forgot we saw T.I.
We saw T.I. at, not Lennox, at Phipps Plaza. So we were in the, like, little foyer area, like, getting some pictures for content. And he walked by. And, you know, both me and Kim saw him, and we had two totally different reactions. And so I looked and just, you know, continued taking the photo. And then when we were done, he walked into the mall. Kim said, was that T.I.? I said,
I was like, that man looks like our uncle. And then
T.I. favors our Uncle Greg.
I didn't know that, though, at the time. Like, we just discovered that he did. And I was like, wait, is that T.I.?
I was like, that ain't no T.I. Because I didn't think that T.I. would be coming through the normal people, like, entranceway into the mall. But there
yelling out at the car that dropped them off.
But there was the area that we were in is the valet area, so I see why he would be coming through that set of doors.
Yeah.
And so he went into Valentino? Versace, okay, yeah. So he went in there, and when he came out, I was like, oh, that's T.I. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. His hair was braided, and the last thought of T.I. that I have, was different. He had a low haircut. So, like, I'm not a T.I. person, so, like, I don't listen to rap either. So, like, you could have told me he was Boo Boo the Fool. I would have believed you. I don't know.
Can I get a shout out? Hey, Gabe.
Hi.
Where in Louisiana are you from? We're from Shreveport, the top of the boot.
Have you guys ever run into Noir Babes while vlogging? Not Noir Babes, but we've run into people who follow us on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, who know us. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're like, I follow you on Instagram or I follow you on TikTok. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Right. It's still like one of the most shocking things ever. One day we got it twice in a row. And I was like, what in the world? It's still, for me. For her, I think it might be a little bit more like, maybe expected. I don't know.
I'm kind of used to it.
And I was like, you have to ask her.
Just kind
of. Right here. But for me, it's just because I'm so used to being in the background, and that's where I like to be. So it's still weird.
Yeah, we were in Zara one time, and at the end of last year, I think. And
yeah, we're from Shreveport. I mean, Shreveport and Monroe are like an hour and 45 minutes, I think, away from each other.
I think so. But yeah, we were in Zara standing in line, and this lady, she said, I just wanted to come up to you and say hi. And I said, oh, thank you so much. And I'm thinking at first, like, maybe she knows me from my music. And she said, I love your style. I love, you know, your style posts. And I was like, oh, no, that's not me. I think you're talking about my sister. She said, no, I know your sister.
Yeah, yes. That's your sister.
Right, yeah. And so I was like, oh, wow. Okay, cool. So, yeah.
That's cool. Now, this one lady, she was waving at me, and I was like...
I was thinking about that one.
Because, I mean, it's bad. I don't really remember a lot of times, like, people that I've met in, you know, in real life, and not through social media, but like through other things that we've done. And so I was like, well, this lady has to know me because she's waving. Like, she knows me. And I was just like, hi. And so she was like, I follow you on TikTok. I was like, oh, wow, okay, well, thank you. Because I was like, Lord, I wouldn't have known. And I'm not good at acting like, and nor do I like when people act like they remember. What is this?
Ahmad? Oh, crazy self.
Who's Ahmad?
I don't know.
Look at you. You know? What is going on? Okay. But yeah.
And we've given away all of our
giveaway we've done all the giveaways. We have to do that again. Well, we I don't know if we'll have a giveaway on the next live, but Nor do I know when we're going live again.
I think we should start a podcast.
Podcast.
Would you guys appreciate if we did a podcast?
We have so many things. Do you guys want an experience? Do you guys want a podcast?
Oh,
do you
yeah,
guys
I
want...
know, right? Minnie says this was fun.
It was fun, Minnie. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
helping to make it fun.
Thank you. Mimi says yes.
Yes. Yay. I'm going to listen to y'all. Hopefully I know when you have the meet and greet. Yeah, do you follow us? Are you subscribed? Like, if you don't want to subscribe to any of our channels or anything like that, yeah, that's totally understandable. We have our website that JolieNoire.com, and thank you. And you can get the email through that. So because we're gonna put it through email too, so that they can be aware of it as well. Podcast will be awesome. This one girl does her podcast in her room.
Yeah, a lot of people do theirs in their rooms. What's her name? What's her name? The cute little rapper Christian hip hop girl. With Lecrae? Yeah, Wandy. Oh. Yeah, she does hers in her room.
Thank you. Extra. It's extra. Our brand is extra.
Very nice. Extra. Thank you. I know what he means.
I know, but that's okay.
Well, like it's what is it?
Has qual?
Yeah. It's quality. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that. That's from a man. That feels really good because y'all don't be caring about that kind of stuff. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So don't forget to keep your eyes open for the communication about the Jolie Noire Experience that we're having in the fall. So we want to put it out to like our email subscribers and to our other social channels, just so that we can see, it's going to be something small. It's not going to be like a lot of people, because we still want it intimate. We want it to feel special and exclusive to the people who come and who, hop on it. And so, like, we really want to be able to devote time and effort
to who's all going to be there.
Yeah, to who's going to be there, so that you can have the full experience. Yeah. And so that we can have time with everyone.
Because it's not about the numbers. Like, 500 people can show up and the experience be a drab. Yeah. Because we're not able to fully commit our attention and like efforts to all 500 people. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like we should start off small.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So. I don't think that something as large as 500
MV, a man said, I had fun. Y'all enjoy. God bless you both. Thank you, MV. Hope you come back.
It was fun because of y'all. Like, y'all really make this a lot of fun. And y'all make this easy, too. Yeah. So, will it be a weekend event or just one day? It'll be one day. We're looking at one day. And I think we're looking at... I think my birthday falls on a Sunday. So, we're not doing a Sunday because... everybody goes to church and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so, and we want something that's going to be.
Nathan says the plaid hoodie is going to be mine. Ah! Probably those joggers too. Thank you, Nathan.
All right, Nathan. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. So we're looking at,
it would be really cool if we had like about a good 80 of you guys to come. And we do the event on Saturday, and then we all go to our church on Sunday.
Honey, that reminds me of, like, when you were in high school, because I was president of BSA. And so we came here, which is how I fell in love with this city. And we did our activities, like we had to come like on a Friday or a Saturday. And then we went to Martin Luther King's church on Sunday. And we all had to stand up. My word. They played Stir Up the Gift on a pipe organ.
Oh, my goodness.
That was funny to me. Okay, yes. So, okay, great. Cynthia said, y'all have a good night, ladies. Good night, Tina. Any new releases coming to the clothing line? Yeah, we do. We're about to do a shoot this month. This is April. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this month. So, we're excited about it. It's cute. So, yeah. And then... yeah, that would be awesome, actually. Good. Cynthia, you're located in Chicago, is that right? I think most of our supporters are like East Coast or Central. Yeah. So that's good. It doesn't. Oh, California.
Cali.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Wait, so then you were not the one that was just, yeah. Why am I? Why do I thought that Cynthia was the one saying come to.
Oh
Chicago.
no, that was Violet.
Violet. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
No, wait. You know what? I thought Cynthia said that one time too. Okay, no. I did. I thought she said that.
That was a long time ago. I'm sorry, y'all.
But I know for sure Violet said it. But okay, cool. Okay, so she's in Cali. That's dope.
Yeah, I love California. That's
yeah,
nice.
We never that's it. West Coast, we never go on that.
No, but I want to go to Napa Valley. I do not drink. I don't drink alcohol at all. I hate it. But I want to go to Napa Valley because I love scenic stuff, right? And so
that nice train.
The train. I would just go on the train. Unfortunately, I'm in North Dakota. Oh, wow, that's neat.
Oh.
So I won't be joining. Oh, sorry. North Dakota, that sounds like an interesting place.
Is it cold there right now?
Yeah, because I think some parts of the country, it's still cold.
Dallas is cold.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's getting cool here.
Not right now. Okay, cool.
Yes, it's beautiful there. I don't drink either. I love the scenery. Okay, good. So are you, I don't know how much you want to share, Cynthia, so if this is too personal, then you just let me know. Are you close to Napa, or are you, like, closer to Southern California? Snowstorm last week, though. Oh, wow.
This weather does not play.
No, it doesn't.
The Lord said
we're Southerners though. We were born and raised for the most part.
Excuse me.
In Louisiana. Our dad was in the military, so we moved to Germany for a spell, and then came back, and then Tennessee. So that's still considered the South. Moved back to Louisiana, South, and then we're here. And so we don't. Georgia and Tennessee were the most snow that we've ever seen.
Yeah. 60s and upcoming this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We'll be in the. I think we'll have some 50s, some low 60s this week.
I love the weather here. Hate the pollen here, but love the weather here. Southern California, born and raised. Okay, nice.
On the playground as well. Did you do that on purpose, Cynthia?
That's funny.
But yeah. We said we wanted to stay absolutely do a podcast. Okay.
North Dakota is one of those weird places. We get negative 40-degree weather in winter and 100+ in the summer. So you guys get to experience the full range of seasons. That's cool. We don't. We were in one year. We went to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it was 19 degrees, I think.
I don't know. It was so cold.
It was 19 degrees.
I couldn't feel my thoughts.
And it was, well, you know what? To me, because I had like this cropped fur jacket on, because at the time I didn't own a coat. And good night, Minnie.
Good night, Minnie.
Thank you.
Love you
we had
too.
fun too. We love you too. And so I wasn't able. Yeah, so I didn't have a coat. I had that, and then I had on these like little ballerina flats. It was cold, but like I think it was so dry that like I didn't feel like that cold. I guess you say that until you walk outside in negative 40-degree weather with 40 miles per hour winds. Now that I don't know. I doubt I'd be able to. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I could handle any of this. I shouldn't have been out there, but yeah, it just felt. I think it felt dull. Like and we've also been to Australia, not Australia, Lord help, Alaska.
Yeah,
oh my
Alaska.
God, Alaska, and it was snowing, and we weren't prepared then either.
Yeah, and it was cold.
We had on light jackets, y'all. We were stupid. We looked like some stupid Southern. Folk, okay? Just want to leave that at. Picking up snow at the ski resort.
Oh my gosh, we acted stupid, but we had so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. So sometimes being stupid is fun.
But yeah, y'all.
So it is 10:04. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up tonight because we do have some other things that we have to do tonight.
We do have a vlog coming out tomorrow morning.
Yay.
We're back on our normal schedule, you guys.
Yeah.
So look for the vlog tomorrow at 8 a.m. And yeah.
Yep. And don't forget to keep your eyes open for the social channel, so our social media, and here next Sunday back here. Cynthia.
Yes, Cynthia. We're coming back, girl.
Cynthia's
We'll be
like,
back.
oh, let me just ask. Bald head.
We don't receive that. And we rebuke that in Jesus Christ's mighty name. You repent so that nothing happens to you in the name of Jesus Christ. Because he covers us with his blood. He keeps us. So you can't just speak ill and say anything you want to behind that camera. The Lord gonna get you. We may can't.
We may
can't. I said that in the most countryest way. We may can't get you. But the Lord our Father will deal with you.
That's right. Okay, so
Cynthia said yes.
No, she said yes to something else.
Oh, okay.
Naomi, I know. Okay. God bless y'all for planning the fall back because Atlanta's summer ain't no joke. No,
Sure
it's not.
isn't.
Fall, flashbacks in college in Atlanta. Yeah, no. Thankfully, our birthdays fall in the fall, so we totally get you. I'm not a heat person either. My favorite memory, Nathan says, my favorite memory was a couple years ago. We decided to take a vacation and leave in the winter. We decided to go, we decided on Dallas and ended up flying down when they had that big freeze. Oh, gosh. And then, the South is not prepared for that.
My goodness. Lord,
so, unfortunately, those of you who are probably, a lot more used to that type of weather.
Don't read Benjamin's comment.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so yeah. So, yes, Cynthia, we are coming back. And Cynthia, I think you asked one last time. You asked if we saw your question. I think it was about dresses, like wedding dresses. So come with that question if you remember it the next time, because we're still going to be talking about relationships.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We might pop up here with a relationship podcast.
Oh gosh, we don't need another one of those. But
yes, you know why? You know why we need another one?
We need a healthy one.
We need a healthy one.
A healthy
That's right.
one.
Yes.
My goodness. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
and not that we are the
we need more healthy ones.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are other healthy ones out there. Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so good night, everybody.
We'll see you guys next Sunday at 8:00 p.m. Also, do not forget to save our playlist, the Jolie Noire playlist on Spotify.
Thank you,
we
Nathan.
Need a healthy one. Yes, definitely. Amen. God bless you all. You gained another sub. Thank you, Nathan. Woo-hoo. Glad you came. Good night.
We need a bell.
All right. Good night, Naomi.
Bye.
Cynthia. Bye.